What's going on, everybody? It's Peter and Chris here with another podcast. This time we want to talk about closing costs. Everybody knows about down payment. There's different down payment options available with different loans. We've got, anywhere from 1 to 20+% with conventional. We've got 3.5% with FHA. We've got 0 down with VA and RD. But let's talk about those closing costs, those magical numbers that no one seems to understand. What are the rest of those costs that get you that check at closing?
And this is something we get quite a few questions on from just about anybody, from first-time buyers to people that have bought several homes before, because closing costs are a big factor.
Yeah. They're not questioned very often.
No, they're not. One of the things that immediately comes to mind is one of the more pain in the rear end closing costs is taxes.
Yeah, you've got. So when people think about taxes, they think, well, yes, you're paying your property taxes. So that your property taxes are going to be paid from an escrow account from your mortgage lender. So your mortgage lender is going to want you to, in addition to paying whatever is left for that year, they're also going to want you to put in escrow an entire year's worth of taxes. So you can take your property taxes, plus you can prorate the property taxes for the year already, and you can put those together, and that's going to be the tax portion of your closing costs.
Yeah, the big thing with that is, in most of the state of Michigan, all of our taxes are paid forward. They're paid ahead. So that's why your lender's going to go ahead and hold that in an escrow account.
Yep.
You can only opt out of that if you are in a conventional loan, but in most times, it's pretty tough. The lenders really, they're pretty stringent on wanting to have that escrow money.
Of course, because they don't want to be saddled with property taxes.
Absolutely.
And of course, when you sell, then your proration will be reimbursed back to you too. So you do get it on both sides there. So the other one is going to be your mortgage loan closing costs. Those can run anywhere from 3 to 4%, depending on what of the purchase price, depending on what your loan product is.
And it's going to it'll be different for lenders, but for the most part, like when I'm doing numbers, I like to use 3.5%. It seems to work. Mm-hmm. I know it works really well on our VA loans for their closing costs. That's just another one of the big ones.
Yeah, and so now it also is possible, if you want to adjust your interest rate, you can sometimes the lenders can play with that a little bit and change your closing costs by changing your rate, or play around with those numbers.
We're also going to have a few small real estate fees on the buyer's end.
That's mostly through the title company.
And then of course there is our title fees in order to take title.
Yeah,
you're going to have to pay a little bit for that.
Yeah, so what title is going to do is, title policy is going to do a 20-year search back. They're going to make sure that there's no tax liens on the property, that there are no ownership claims, that nobody's going to come back and say they own this property, that there's no construction liens on the house. Make sure that you really own that property free and clear.
The money you spend on title, that is money well spent. You
yeah.
You don't want to buy a house with clouded title, and I get very, very leery when I see some of these REO homes or whatever, where it says,
no warranty deed.
Quick claim deed only, no warranty deed.
No way.
That sends up flags for me, and I really don't want a buyer to be in that situation where, they've got 1,000 years of taxes to pay.
Right, yeah, make sure that you've got warranty deed. So those are your biggies. You've got your down payment, you've got your year's worth of taxes and escrow. And I'm sorry, the other one is your homeowner's insurance. You also have to escrow a year of homeowner's insurance. That can run you anywhere between $500 and $2,500
And part of us being an expert, we've got great insurance people that can help you out. Find the best deal, again, to meet your needs. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be important, because everybody's got different needs for the home insurance, and they'll talk about riders with you and things you'll need for the home. But that's another one that's got to be escrowed. You have to have it in order to close the loan.
Right. So that's your big breakdown: your tax escrow, your insurance escrow, your mortgage loan closing costs, and your title fees. So that's what you're going to need to close. And also ask us, or ask your lender. They'll give you a breakdown, and it's going to be very, very close to what you're actually going to need to close. So thank you for listening to this. We're going to be putting out a lot of podcasts. Check out our SoundCloud page. Check out our Facebook business pages. And if you have any questions, we're pretty much available 24/7. Give us a call. The number is going to be on the link description. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.